Okay, they let us in. We're live. We're live. They let us in. They always do some bullshit, man. I don't even know what the problem is, but anyway, we'll get it all figured out, right? Pull up a couple things before we get started. Get that thing up there. We'll see if anybody comes in. We'll see what's going on, man. Let's go. What's up, everybody? Hopefully, you're with us. Okay, here we go. Sad, what's up? Okay, Brownsville, Texas in the house. Brownsville, do you remember a dude named Conrado Cantu? Was like the sheriff down there. He was the mayor. Ended up getting busted. He was the first person to win a compassionate release motion in the country. And I actually wrote that. So I don't know if you know him, but what's up, everybody? You know, tonight, man, we're going to talk about a bunch of stuff, man. We're going to get into this whole prisoner swap, and we're going to get into those Russians ain't dumb. Yeah, because I'm a lot of people are pissed off, right? So we'll talk about that stuff. We'll talk about old Brittney from the foul line. Maybe we'll joke around, play a little bit. We'll talk about that FedEx dude, man. What a piece of trash, right? What a real piece of trash, man. But anyway, Certified's back in the house. Country, what's up? It's all good. So, Country, I know, man, you're a former military guy, man. Tell the people why you're pissed off, man. Let's take a look at it. Bobby Nelson in the house. Where the hell you been at, Bobby, man? I hope you're doing all right, bro, for real. But yeah, we're going to talk about old Brittney. We're going to talk about the prisoner swap. Some people are pissed off about it. I'm not pissed off that she got out. Pissed off about some other stuff, but you know, we got old Paul Whelan over there still, right? He's still sitting over there, and you know, his family comes out. Someone had mentioned something on a post, and they were like, "Well, you know what? His family's they gave a statement, and they're happy that Brittney's free. Yeah, everybody's happy. Everybody should be happy, right? She got out. She's not stuck in a Russian prison and a work camp and all of that other nonsense. So people should be happy, but it's bigger than that. She went over there, did some bullshit like nonsense, and they put you in jail, and they know what they're doing, man. They played their cards right, man. You're in Russia. Me personally, I'm not going to Russia. How about you? You going to Russia? Definitely not. Your boy won't be in Russia. I can promise you that. I won't be in any third world countries. None of that. Leon Swan, I seen you in the house. What's up, big dog? But why are people pissed off? I'm going to tell you why I'm pissed off. Obviously, I'm a little bit kind of on this side. And there's a lot of dudes sitting in prison right here in the United States that deserve to get out of prison, man. I know we can talk about the Marine, Paul Wheeler, and all that. He should get out, and he's been over there a long time. But let me tell you what an issue is, right? Jim Rat Crypto, what's up, big dog? We should just go murk them clowns. We got weed cases here. People are still locked up. So, you get the President Biden. Man, do you see when this dude talks, though? Like, man, my man looks like he's all the way gone. He's like, I'm like, what the fuck? Is he going to, I'm thinking this cat's going to like tip over and fall down, man. You know what I mean? I don't know, man. You want to pardon turkeys. And, the big thing for me is, Trump passed the First Step Act, right? So when Trump passes the First Step Act, there's some criminal justice reform in there. For those of you that don't know what an 851 notice is, I'm gonna break it down for you, man. So if you're in the street and you're getting money, right? This is what they were doing. Let's say you caught a state case when you were 17. Let's say you're in New York. Criminal possession of a controlled substance, third degree. They catch you with 12 dime bags of powder, right? You get a felony, you get 5 years probation, you get out of jail. They say, hey, man, take the cop out. They're going to give you 5 years probation. You can get out today. Dudes jump on it. All right, man, give me the 5 years probation. I'm out of here. You're 17 years old, right? You just want to get out of jail. Then, let's say you're in the street, you're doing some petty hustling, you're broke. You get caught up in a conspiracy in the feds, right? Your mandatory minimum back then, let's say it was 50 grams or more of cocaine base. 50 grams or more, your mandatory minimum's 10, but now they 851 you because remember that thing you got probation for? They 851 you. Now your mandatory minimum goes from 10 to 20, and you're a nonviolent drug offender. That means you have to get 20 years. That's your mandatory minimum, right? It is what it says. But now let's say you were 17, you caught that bullshit, little drug case. Now you're 22, you catch another bullshit drug case, man. You're bagging up 8 bowls and dime bags, and they catch you. Now you're hit, right? You get out of jail, you're free sailing 4 or 5 years, you're good, man. You're back in the streets, you're hustling. Now you get caught in a conspiracy, 50 grams or more. You're sitting in a spot, and you might be bagging up a half ounce or whatever. They bust you. Now you got a conspiracy. Now your mandatory minimum is life. That means you have to get life. And I've talked about Billy D. Williams on the show before. He's kind of what that example is, man. This man went to court and said, "Yes, Your Honor, I'm guilty." And they give him, they 851 him, and his mandatory minimum's life. Who the hell would cop out to life? Why wouldn't you go to trial and just try your hand? That's because the lawyers don't tell you that shit, right? But that's what the 851 was, and Trump and that administration came in and they changed it. So if you had 2 priors, which this is still crazy, you don't get life no more. Now you only get 25 years. But if you were already sentenced and you're sitting in federal prison and you got life, this change in law doesn't affect you. It doesn't help you. You still got life. The other thing, which I'm passionate about, which most of you know, is 924C stacking, right? First gun's 5, second gun's 25, next gun's 25, another gun's 25, and they can all have to run wild with whatever the drug charge is too. So like me, 10 for the drugs, 5 for the first gun, 25 for the second. So now your ass is hit. Trump came in, he changed that stuff. But that administration, and I'm friends with some people that were working down there at the White House, right? Real close with some people that were down there. And don't think it was just the Republicans, because there were a lot of Democrats that said, let's not make this retroactive. We can blame it on, Ted Cruz was against it. That other clown down there from Arkansas, was it Cotton? He's another clown. He was 100% against it. So they act like they got a compromise and we're not going to make it retroactive. Who the hell is thinking about this stuff, man? You're not making this shit retroactive? Are you serious? So Congress is telling us that all these laws are wrong. We're going to fix it for the guys that are coming in, but the guys that have already been there suffering under them laws, you don't get no rhythm. And, we can talk about it because it is what it is. John Gleason, who I've talked about, was my lawyer. He was the guy that prosecuted John Gotti. He had wrote a decision in the United States versus Holloway. And he had talked about how many African Americans are disproportionately sentenced under 924C. That's what it is. It ain't on no white shit, on no black shit. That's what it is, man. They were just smashing people, right? So you change it, but you don't change it for them cats. And if you guys remember, Cory Booker was up there. He was debating Joe Biden. And he says, you know what? I'm going to challenge everybody up here. If you get elected, I'm challenging you up here. If you get elected, and pretty much he was talking to Smoking Joe, I'm challenging you to give clemency to all these people. All of these folks that didn't benefit from the First Step Act, something that we said was wrong. Well, now they got Hakeem Jeffries in there. Okay, Jim Rat Crypto, that's what's up. Hit us up with that $10 piece. We're getting wings on him tonight. 6 of them. I'm just joking. Anyway, so now Joe Biden, she was unjustly over there. We got to get her out of there, and they're mistreating her, and they got her in a work camp. It fit his agenda, man. That's what fit his agenda today, right? But really, man, I want to see you go give all them dudes, white, black, Hispanic, come in and do what Cory Booker challenged you to do. Let your people out. These are the people from this country. You said the laws were wrong. Man, you sent people that were 18 years old to prison, and now, not you just specifically, old Joe, but we could talk about that 1994 crime bill and how the people in the, people I wanted, in the communities to clean up their communities. And listen, man, people are suffering, man. People are rehabilitated. Here's an example, man. Obama denied me clemency, right? I did a clemency petition for another dude. He was a blood. He had some stabbings. He was, very close to OG Mac. And I ended up doing his clemency, and he got it. I didn't get it. But since I've been out, I think I proved that Obama should have gave it to me, right? I sat in prison for another 2 or 3 more years before I would eventually get out. So that's what I'm talking about, Joe Biden. You want to pardon turkeys. You want to, go over to this place over here and get this lady out, which you should. What's up? It's Christmas time, man. The word is that he's supposed to do a whole bunch of these clemencies. Well, let's get it done. You're playing games. You want to get on stage and talk about how unjust the laws are? Get it done, Joe. Stop faking. You're the man. Sign off on it. Sign off on it. Are there some things that piss me off about Griner? I guess, like, she didn't want to stand for the national anthem and all of that stuff, and she had said something like about the country and all of that. But when people are mad, they say and do things, and I understand that, man. She's angry, she's upset about some things. Okay, cool. I'm not saying we should have left her there. Should we have brought Paul? Yeah, 100%. Oh, Paul should get out, right? Former military businessman. But sometimes, people are upset, but it doesn't always work that way. He might call up old Putin, yo, what's up, big dog? You know what it is. Yeah, we're trying to get Brittney and Paul. And they're like, nah, man, we ain't going to give up. We ain't giving up Paul. I mean, the other people on the other side got to be willing. And I don't think they're willing because they're saying they want Joe Biden to release a spy, right? We want a Russian spy release. Well, who are they? Because they're not putting it in the news. You know what I mean? I'm going to read this, and how many years did it take for you to become the outstanding citizen you are? Were you ready after 5, 7? Honestly, probably not, man. I probably needed a 10-year sentence. I think around the 8, 9-year mark, I was like, I'm done. I'm done. Hands up, I'm done. And I started to understand things. I started to mature. So that's what that was. But anyway, people are like, damn, man, they traded him for the arms dealer and, the man of death and all of that, right? So what was dude really doing? How have people looked into what he did? What this cat was saying, what he was doing? Is he a piece of crap? Hell yeah, he's a piece of crap. He was in Thailand, right? They're in Thailand. They're making deals, and they're pretty much telling him, look, they set him up. They're like, yo, man, that's what we're going to do. We're going to, blast these Americans. He's like, yeah, all right, let's get them. Yeah, well, I'm all for it. He was all for it. Eventually he gets, they tie his ass up. They got him in Thailand. They bring him over here. They take him to Eastern District of New York or Southern District of New York. They take him there. They try him. And, they convict him and they give him a 300-month sentence on. That's what I'm talking about. Jim Rad Crypto. Get pizza and wings with some 2 liters. Damn, big dog. Hit us with the 50 piece. That's what I'm talking about. We need some of his homeboys, man, them crypto people to come over here, man. They start donating, man. We get some crypto people over here donating. We might start giving out some more gifts. You know what I mean? For people that need it, man. Charlie Parker, I don't know if you're in here, but again, man, thank you, Charlie. I know you donated, man, and that's what's up, bro. I really appreciate Charlie Parker, man. I want to say that. Thank you. I appreciate everybody that's in here, man. Zach Snar, Country, Jim Rat Crypto. Go check out his channel too if you're into that stuff and into money. Cuban, Brad, man, we appreciate everybody. Jamie, thank you for being here. Chad got 40, right? How long he do? So yeah, I was sentenced to 40 years. My federal mandatory minimum was 40 years in prison. We're going to get back to Brittney in a minute and the FedEx guy. And we're going to talk about old Kabani, right? Kabani said, damn, dude. My boy's looking out, man. He said he was going to make a donation. He wasn't playing. That's what's up, man. We appreciate you. Now, if that got us a 50, man, we're going to just shut this thing down and go right over to Jim Rat Crypto's channel. Everybody, let's go. No, I'm just joking. But anyway, I'm in one of the moods. I get silly sometimes. I'm tired. I've been up since 4 o'clock this morning, man. And I've been working on this video for days, man, days upon days about, La Barbie. People are going to want to know, man, you're going to want to catch that video because everybody, CNN and Fox News and people that don't know shit about prison are talking about, he disappeared. Where is he? Man, he was in Coleman 2. Does anybody know what Coleman 2 is? USP Coleman 2? The people at the news stations don't, but anyway. I don't know. Now I lost my train of thought about where I was going, man. But it's all good. But anyway, the Brittney gets out. I think that Joe Biden needs to do a lot more. We'll talk about this FedEx scumbag here in a second. I probably shouldn't use that word because YouTube might bang us. But you know what, man? It is what it is, right? Oh, we're going to talk about some of the stuff in Philly, some of the people that got mad. We'll talk about, we're going to talk about some things, man. Oh, so the video with La Barbie, right? Man, I've been working on this video for days, man. I hope you guys like it, man. It's actually going to be downloading, and I'm going to put it up tonight, and it'll be ready to play tomorrow, hopefully. So Brittney Griner, she's getting out, man. It fits old boy's agenda probably. But you know what, man? They play politics, man. You want me to give it to you real? They play politics, man. That's what it is. If you haven't hit that like button, we do appreciate it because I guess it helps the channel. I don't even know if it does, but people say it does. We gave up the merchant of death for an American hating. Oh, boy. Oh, talk the talk. Pissed off. Coleman USP 2 is the best pen in the BOP. So let me ask you guys this, right? We're going to get into this video tomorrow, but, this man walks in there, right? And I'm keeping, dude was a vicious dude, viciously violent. Walks into court without a plea agreement. For those of you that don't know, he's originally charged in Louisiana. Then they send it over to Atlanta. They send it over to the Northern District. And dude walks in. He says, "Hey, anyone else think Brittney? Oh, come on, man. Don't do Brittney like that, man." I seen a post that had went up on Facebook. They released Brittney Griner, and they got like this dude with like a 5 o'clock shadow and dreads. I don't know, man. It's kind of like that dude. Like, I've seen this crazy ass meme, right? And this, some of you guys have probably seen it. Some people might get mad, and we can have a little fun once in a while, right? So dude puts up a meme of that swimmer, right? The dude that competed in the women's swimming, and all the women were pissed. And he's like, "I won that." Holy, I shouldn't say this, man, because people are gonna get pissed off. You know what I mean? Brittney's a good dude. I mean, Brittney's all right, man. So let Brittney be free. But anyway, dude was like, "I won that race fair and square, and anyone that don't like it can suck my." And I'm like, "What?" And I seen that meme. That was hilarious. That was hilarious, man. People are getting pissed off. But has anybody ever seen that meme where the dude wins? Let's keep it 100 though, man. How about the dude that was like, wasn't there a dude that was like doing women MMA and like pounding these chicks out, and they're just like, come on, man. You know, I know times have changed, but should dude be fighting these chicks? Like, that's no. I think that's wrong. This shit's crazy, man. Jerry Roof, thank you, man. We got some good videos coming out, man. You know what I mean? I think when we did the Philly video, that was good. Going to be possibly talking to someone that used to work at the Department of Justice tomorrow, people that are pushing for Larry Hoover to get out of jail, which, you know, some people got mad, but I think Larry Hoover deserves to get out, man. And I do believe he's going to win. People are like, he's never getting out. Well, that's the people that don't really know the system. I think he's going to win his compassionate release. I think a lot of it is going to be based on his extraordinary and compelling circumstances, which are one, that he's been in the ADX for over 25 years. It's a harsh treatment. And I think his rehabilitation, I think that they're going to recognize that. And I think that they're going to release him. They're going to reduce his sentence in federal court to time served, and he's going to leave. And he's going to go over to Illinois, and then he's going to have some fighting to do over there, right? Chad, Rick says, "Are there any paperbacks in yet?" No, but the money's off my account from Amazon, dude. And you know what? I don't know if it's because of Christmas, the holidays, but Amazon drops shit off all the time. So they should be here any day, man. When we get them books, man, we're going to pump them out. We only got 56 likes. That's crazy, man. Look out for your boy once I hit that like button. Damn. But anyway, I don't even know if it helps. Does it? You guys think it does? I don't know. I think what helps is, man, when you network with other people, man, that helps the channel. So anyway, yeah, people are pissed off, but you know what, man? People are happy. Hey, man, Brittney got out. Great. But you know what really sucks? What really sucks is that there's so many Americans sitting over here in prison that deserve to get out. There's people that are still sitting in there that deserve to get out more than I did. There's plenty of dudes in there, plenty of women, mothers, fathers. It's Christmas time, man. Let's go, Joe Biden. Let the people out, man. Let the people out. And, you know, you can tell who those people are by their fruits, man. What have they done since they've been in prison? They've been programming. They've been staying out of the way. You know, they got a college degree. Dude came to prison, couldn't read and write. Now he's got a college degree, GED. You know, those of you that don't know, Dr. Guy Fisher. Guy Fisher went to prison without even a GED, without a high school diploma. He left prison 36 years later with a doctorate degree. So people do change their lives, man, and people do appreciate their freedom, man. Some people get out and mess it up, and people are like, well, you know, all it takes is one bad apple to ruin it for everyone else. You know, some people do that, man, but let's not use that as an excuse, Joe. I mean, it is what it is, man. Hey, listen, man, let's not kill all these people on their comments. Let some of their comments rock now. Biden forgot her name 2 minutes after signing the paper. I don't know about that. Chase and Charlie are doing good. We're getting ready to have their first birthday party. So, but let's talk about this cat, right? The FedEx dude, right? Like, you look at the dude, he looks like just a regular old cat, right? working for FedEx. He's delivering stuff. Heartbreaking, man. Heartbreaking. And, not on no tough guy stuff, but, when people like that do stuff like that, he's in Texas, so you know what's going to happen, right? He's talking about he hit her and ran her over and then put her in his van, and he thought she was going to tell her dad, and he was going to get in trouble. Man, save me with that shit, man. Get out of here with that. This is a dude that I'm sure plenty of people would like to, rearrange his whole grill, I guess, right? Bad dude, man. Bad dude. This is the world that we live in. And why we're talking about that? And stop calling Brittney BG. BG ain't home yet. Oh my God. It's all good, man. It's all good. Why would he try and break her neck after he hit her? Why not call help? He thought put me in a cell with him. Oh yeah, man. He should definitely be crushed, man. You want the truth? Dude should be crushed. And you know what? He's not going to get crushed because they're going to keep him nice and safe. They're going to blast him, keep him nice and safe. And they're going to put him on that bed in about 20, 25 years. And you know what? They're going to put his lights out. He's a twisted dude. Second book coming. Man, listen. I'm going to show you guys something, right? So, you guys know I just won that case for John Gordon. I had posted that, right? This is why I can't write books right now, man. Like Osmond Nunez, young man, we just did his case. We just did his 3582. So we're getting that. We're getting that in. That's the motion, the exhibits. Another good guy, man, that we're working with. Man, ended up with life. Another dude that pled guilty in North Carolina, and they give him life. Who walks into court and says, yo, I'm going to plead guilty, give me life? He didn't know that. So we just did his stuff, man, and I'm hopeful that this cat, this is a pretty big stack, right? And I kind of want to show you guys why I believe people deserve to get out of prison. You guys want to hear why? So in this case, he gets life, pleads guilty and gets life. His co-defendant, Kenneth Lee Travis, got 210 months, less than 20 years. Juan Pablo, 140 months. Flores, 30 months. Contreras, 120 months. Williams, Mary Elizabeth Williams, 108 months. Timothy Allen, 120 months. And the judge got pissed off because this dude wanted to represent himself and everything. And they gave this cat life. Eventually, they reduced it down to 30. And we're trying to get him out now. But since he's been in prison, this man's completed over 100 rehabilitative programs, man. He's mentoring people. He's doing all kinds of great things in prison. So writing a book, man, is you know what, man? Honestly, I'm a writer, man. For real. I'm a writer. And I'm not trying to be like arrogant or like, maybe a little bit. But anyway, I'm joking. So I could write a book, man. I could write another book in 30 days, 10 pages a day. And now people get, what's your theory on the Idaho murders? I was going to do a video on that, man. We're going to start doing videos, man, like other people are doing on current events, man. We're going to start doing that. So as far as writing a book, man, it's tough, man. It's tough because I got so much other stuff going on. And believe me, man, like this YouTube video that I put together, God, I did not watch that Casey Anthony thing, but I would love to. I watched that whole trial, man. And my theory on Casey Anthony might be different than other people's. And, some people said they think she was giving her something to drink and go to sleep. And, when I do believe that it went overboard. I don't believe that. I think she's a horrible mother. I think she's a horrible person. And that little girl, man, that was another thing in prison, man, that hit me, man. And I read the book, man, the little girl would tell her grandfather, like, I want to go outside and see the stars. Every night before she went to bed, she wanted to go out and see the stars. I remember reading that in the book. I think that this chick was young. She wanted to party. She was a compulsive liar. She did a lot of shit that young people, teenagers do, right? She wasn't ready to be a mother. And I think that she put tape on her mouth, man, and suffocated her and didn't realize, put tape on her mouth to stop her from crying so she didn't have to hear her because she was ignorant, man. And she did some bullshit to her kid. And then the baby died, and she was just like, I don't know what the hell she was. But that's what I think, man. Well, Kaylee was the little girl's name, right? Like that's a devastating thing, man. Like, man, that shit kills me, man, to even think about it. But man, we could do a video on that. And then, blaming the dad. The dad was a former cop in like Warren, Ohio or something. Then they moved to Florida. Just horrible, man. The Idaho stuff, man. I don't know. Do you guys like when I do videos and I break down cases? Tell me. If you do, man, that's what we're going to do. 19 Biden is trying to take our, okay. Yeah. So my man was, he was an arms dealer, whatever. He did what? How many years did he have in? 11, 14? Got busted in 97, maybe? There's my boy, Charlie Parker, man. Thank you, man, for all that you do, man. And thank you for the donation, man. We really appreciate you, brother, for real. And it's not just because you donate, man, but you're always here, man. You're here, you support the channel, you believe in the mission, and we're thankful for it, man. And you know what, man? I haven't wavered, man. When we do videos, we give a message, man. We have not wavered. We're on the same path. I like videos like that, but I'm a nerd. It's all good. You're crushing it, brother. Great content. Cool shamrock necklace, by the way. Respect from Dublin. That's what's up, homie. Appreciate you. Yes, do current events. Also the audio book. Charlie, thank you as always for the love and support. Thank you, Charlie. I don't know if my first one's sent or not, but I'm fairly new to the channel. It's on point. All of it definitely real and raw. I've done some time, but recently been paralyzed. Every chance I get, I check you out. Well, Nick, man, we definitely appreciate you, homie, and I'm sorry to hear that you're paralyzed, and I hope that somehow they can fix that. Always great to see a person with experience on both sides of the dock breaking down legal cases. Appreciate that, too. So, yeah, and that's what I do with the LaBarbie case, man. I mean, you're into this cartel stuff like that. I mean, it's interesting, man. It's interesting. I'm going to upload that tonight, so it should be good tomorrow. Good to go. YouTube, man, they bang us on monetization a lot, man. I think it's because, I say things or do things, and sometimes the titles are a little Craig Petty's. Yeah. So I got recent pictures of Craig that never been on the internet, right? And one of them's in that thumbnail that'll be up. I put it up earlier and it'll be up tomorrow. So that's what it is. Papa Jeff's America, man, me and you got to get on here. I know, man. I got sidetracked, man, with the holidays and stuff, but we're going to make it happen, bro. Email me so I know. And sometimes I get a lot of emails. Sometimes the emails weren't going through. So remember I was telling you guys how my emails weren't going through? That's because it was sending all my Gmails to the trash automatically. So anything that came through Gmail or Google or something, but I think we got it all fixed, so we're doing good. Website went down for Freedom Fighters, so we got a brand new one going, and that's up now. So, Rick B, this is what I can help out with right now. Give it to someone that needs it, or what you think best. Okay. We'll do something with that. Oh, and let me mention this. A lot of people have asked me about this is horrible, right? The kid D Rice, right? You guys remember we interviewed him, his dad, he had cancer, his son. People are like, man, put up his Cashapp. I put his Cashapp up twice. It's on the community page. He's got some things going on where it's not looking good, man. Like he sent me a picture the other day. He's probably listening right now. But you know what, man? This is what's going on with this brother right here, man. So he goes to the doctor. He's got more lumps coming in on his neck. And this shit's sad, bro. And it's sad for me because, man, I got two little dudes, man. Two little dudes that I love. And I can't even imagine what it's like for him Christmas time. Jim Rat Crypto, if you want to donate to this kid, I'm going to post his Cash App up again, all right? So let me post up his Cash App one more time so people can see what it is. And if you want to help this brother out, man, that's what's up. I'd rather he get the money than you give me any money. I want him to I want this brother to be okay, man. I want him to be able to have a good holiday. We did what we could. We donated $350. Some other people have donated money. He's received that. So anybody that wants to donate to him, we're going to try to fix this right now. Okay, so it's money sign, right? I'm going to put it right now. So you want to help this brother out? We're going to do it right now. Because some people are like, man, I wish you would have put up his Cash App. I'm like, dude. I'm like, okay, bro, I got you. But I had already put it up. And I want people to know what it is. So it's Damian Rice, Rice Damian. Let me make sure I spelled that right. Damian. Rice. There it is. There's his Cash App, man. You want to help this brother out, man, for Christmas? You want to help, make things, nice for his family? There it is. That's what's up. Do you know any artists from the joint? I'd like to get some work done. You ever seen my back? Anybody ever seen my back? I think, yeah, of course you have, right? So this is all prison stuff, man. Oh, don't want to see that. Did you guys see my back? That's my back. All prison tattoos. Both of my sides are blasted out. No disrespect, but had to put my dog down. Man, that's heartbreaking, man. I love animals, dude. People know that too. Someone wrote me and said, "Hey, Chad, can you send me some money so we can feed our dog?" And they sent me a picture of his dog. I'm like, dude, are you serious right now? Dog looks like he's eating, bro. Don't try to play your boy. You know what I mean? Don't try to play me. But anyway, it's all good, man. 97 likes, man. If you're listening, man, and you want to hit that like button, I think it helps us. Hey, go ahead and hit it. Travis Hendricks. Man, we might have to block you, big dog. I was 209 when I came home, man. I didn't eat for 18 years, bro. I came home and started eating, man. I'm at like 240. Hey, man, we're getting rid of that comment. No, you don't have to take it down, Zach. I don't care, man. They want to joke and play. It's all good, man. Remember, man, I'm 45 years old, big dog. But it's all good. I have a cat who is hungry. His name is Mike Hat. He's hungry. Joke. Breaking down cases would be dope for sure. That's what we're doing. Those 4 college kids who got murdered is a crazy case. Yeah, it is a crazy case. And I can't wait to see, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, dude, it's like mind-boggling, right? Can you respond to my comment? I got a homie who just did 20 in the feds. We from Omaha. Do you know anyone who was from Omaha, Nebraska in the feds? I knew some dudes in the feds from Nebraska, man. One of them was an armed dude, Aryan Resistance Militia, Danny. Danny would go down to Texas in the county jail, and he escaped from there. He was a wild dude, man. He had some things happen, where he got jumped on, and I think he got X'd out. But not a whole lot of dudes, man, from Nebraska, homie, that I met in there. I'm just going to keep it real with you, man. So, but thank you for the donation, and if I can answer your questions, if I see them, I'll try to answer them, man. Doesn't always mean that you got to put in the $5 to get me to answer. If I see it, I will answer. But when you put it like that, ain't no faking. I got to answer that joint. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know too many people, man, from there. You know anyone from Wyoming? I knew one dude, man, was from Texas, but got arrested in Wyoming. I was in the worst county jail ever, man. It was in Chickasha, Oklahoma, Grady County Jail. I had met a dude down there, man. He was a mental health dude. Should have never been in jail. But hey, Chad, I've been watching Jack Powers. That's my boy, man. Oh, John Powers, one of the craziest dudes ever, but also extremely intelligent. But that's my boy, man. My brother is the Burpee King. I can only imagine, bro. So those of you that don't know, do you guys know who Zach Snar is? Do you know who his brother is? His brother was the kid that, allegedly killed the dude with Ricky Fackrell. And both of them dudes are on death row, man. And it's fucked up, man. They're both on death row. And it's sad, man, that people take their lives. And, sometimes, man, and I'm not saying it to do, I mean, they've been convicted, all right? So it's just messed up, man. And they had Marsha Crone, who's a judge in Texas, who will smash you. She will have no problem giving you the death penalty. So if you're down there in Beaumont, you're down there in Pollock, it's crazy. In Beaumont, right? They had Marsha Crone as the judge. So at Rick B for sure, he needs like 200 more subs to start making money. Who is it that needs 200 more subs to start making money? I don't know. Mike D, they're innocent. Well, you know what, man? I don't like when people get the death penalty, man, unless you're people like that FedEx guy. Like that dude deserves to be just smashed, right? But anyway, Jack Powers, okay. Maybe we'll post one of his videos, man, tonight or tomorrow. Sorry I had to comment on the title, guys. It's all good, man. There's Jack's channel. You can sub to Jack's channel right there. Let's see. Let's pin that thing, man. Oops. I meant to pin it, and I went to his channel. I apologize, folks. I'm still here. So anybody, listen, man, let's do a Q&A. You guys want to do some question and answers for a little bit? Let me answer some of your questions. Some people get mad. Man, why are you doing a video answering questions? Well, that's why we do lives, man. Tomorrow we got a good video coming out. We can put the Craig Pettis video up. We got one of them coming out. We got some good stuff coming, man. Why is ADX prison never shown inside, unlike other prisons? Well, you could Google it and see some of the cells and stuff like that, but the Federal Bureau of Prisons, they don't like to bring people in there. They don't like cameras in their places. They don't want you to see stuff. You get any tattoos since you've been out? No. I'm gonna tell you what, I got all these tattoos on my sides and my back. And you know what, man? I don't give a shit what no one says. Them joints hurt, bro. I don't know what it feels like to get a real tattoo out here. You get that spray and all that, but man, when I got the piece done in the middle of my back, I said I ain't never doing that ever again, man. Then I ended up getting both of my sides blasted out, and I'm like, I ain't never doing that ever again. And then my back looked empty, so I had to do more. You know what I mean? So that's what it is. Congrats on the success of your channel. Thank you, brother. We appreciate you. Get your son's name and handprints. Well, you know what, man? I seen this thing, this tattoo of a dad holding his two little boys' hands, like walking out into the water or in the sand. And I would love to do that, bro, but I don't know if I got any place to put it. I don't know, man. I'm gonna have to figure something out. What will happen to Epstein's girl when she goes away? Is it the same for women? She's already gone away. They said someone tried to cut her or something. Man, listen, a lot of that stuff's bullshit, man. The women, man. I mean, I've talked to plenty of women. I got plenty of clients that are in women's federal prisons. So it's not like that. Do they fight a little bit here and there? Yeah. They're usually fighting about each other's, that's my girl. That's my Brittney. And I don't mean Brittney Griner. I mean, Brittney Griner was in a male prison in Russia. I'm joking, man. Don't get mad. Jesus. If El Chapo escapes again, thoughts? El Chapo will never escape from the Federal Bureau of Prisons. I can promise you that. Maybe he'll prove me wrong. I want to see the list of people who went to Epstein Island. I hear she's in a minimum teaching yoga. Yeah, I mean, you get like these prison consultants that go on like CNN and all of that stuff and tell you how it is. But a lot of that stuff, man, it ain't what you think. Most of them people go to nice places. Federal prison sucks. I don't care if you're in a camp, a low, anywhere. The food sucks. The way the cops treat you, that sucks. It's not the way that people perceive it. It's not the way it used to be when you were at a camp. I got plenty of clients over there like, man, this shit's horrible, bro. Food's horrible. Same shit we're eating pretty much. But you know what? When you're in a low, in a camp, those are safe places. People aren't trying to beat people up because you know why? I'm telling you why. Because, well, they're nice places and nobody's trying to get in trouble there because they don't want to go up higher. They don't want to be like in a low. If they're in a camp, they don't want to go to a low. They definitely don't want to go to an FCI or a USP. So everybody pretty much behaves. And I can tell you that from experience because at FCI Raybrook, we had a camp right there at the prison. And those guys would come into the prison. They would eat lunch in our mess hall. They would play softball with us, basketball with us. They would go to commissary with us. I had two different friends over there that had little issues. One dude was a Russian dude, right? He was Alex. Some dude that didn't want to be at the camp punched him in the face and they started fighting and he got removed. So sometimes you get dudes that come from like the FCI and like, man, I don't want to be in no camp. And some dudes will just hit you just so they can get out of there, right? Catch an assault, their points go up and they get out of there. Ain't that crazy? Someone will walk up and just punch you in the face so that they can leave the prison. Now you lose 27 good days because you fought back, got punched in the eye, someone made you cry. I'm telling you the truth, it ain't a lie. I can't believe you betrayed a terrorist for has-been basketball that should have been in Russia to begin with. I mean, she could go where she wants, right? But I'm going to tell you guys this, man. I'm very... Snar, you got to let them comments ride, man. Did you get with a female staff member when you were in prison? I've known plenty of people that have done things, man, with staff members. Usually the staff members that go, like if you want to know like what happens in prison, the staff members that usually go are usually in medical or the kitchen. Those are the ones that go. School teachers. I've been around where the school teacher was getting blazed at Raybrook. I had a chick from a Puerto Rican girl that was from Brooklyn. She thought I was from Brooklyn, and she used to try to kick it with me. But I was, I don't know, man. I'm not saying nothing bad about her, but it didn't work out. Why do so many people complain about jail food? Jail food is good. They act like they're used to five-star cuisine. Well, Joe John, I don't want you to get mad at us, but your comment is like, like when you were a kid and you're watching cartoons and it's like, whap, 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 whap. You don't really know about jail food, man, to make a comment like that. Food's absolutely horrible. I was in Youngstown, Ohio. You couldn't eat the food. I was in that Chickasha, Oklahoma County jail. You couldn't eat the food. It was that bad. You could not eat that shit, man. It was that bad. Jail food tastes like my brother's in jail right now, right? Dude, the food's absolutely horrible. Trust me when I tell you that. From my experience, jail food was better than prison food. Not in my experience, man. They got that R Mark and Keefe running the kitchens now, and no way. Prison food was better. There was more. I've been in a place where you can eat as much rice as you want. So they had rice and beans every single day at CCA. So you just buy a bottle of hot sauce and doctor that thing up, man, so you don't go to bed hungry. Victor is going to live good somewhere in either Russia or a former USSR state. State food is nasty. I was there when they changed the state food in New York, Mike, when they went to Quick Chill. Remember that? I was there when it was good, and then I was there when it went bad. When I went in 2002, it wasn't bad, but it went downhill fast. Horrible. Guards at CCA literally sit around complaining about inmates having rights. Some country-ass jails here have homemade food. You know what? I was in Yates County Jail, right? When the feds get you, like they move you to different county jails in our area and stuff like that. Once upon a time, the sheriff, I think it was his wife or his mother and his wife ran the kitchen there. They made homemade food, and then eventually they switched over. But when they made the food at that county jail, you're right. The food was good there. If you go to Monroe County Jail in Rochester, New York, shit's horrible, man. CCA hit you with a sandwich bag, peanut butter on it, make it real good. Yates County chicken. Mike, you been in Yates County Jail? That chicken was, they'd give you 2 big ass pieces of fried chicken. They give you 2 big ass slices of pizza. On Christmas Eve, they brought us donuts from Dunkin' Donuts. But remember, this was 20 something years ago. So, and then they end up switching the food, man. New Hampshire, they got their own farms. They used to have that shit in New York, man. Do you remember Bush Boogie? Hell yeah, I remember Bush Boogie, man. I was with Bush Boogie in Lee County, man. Very good dude, man. Good brother, intelligent, respectful. Caught his case in D.C., was from New York. I know Bush Boogie. Bush Boogie's one of the best dudes I ever met in prison, man. You know, he went hard for New York dudes, caught his case in D.C., was a Muslim, but he was a good dude, man. Michael Scott, I remember on the higher yards, the good was good. Inmates fuck up about food. Not so much. Bro, I've been in prisons where they steal all the food. You get chicken fried rice, that's what's on the menu, but there ain't no chicken. You want chicken, you got to buy it. It's up there in the unit. You got to buy that. You guys know Victor is actually from Ukraine. The Johnny Sack, good stuff. I used to sleep with the lady that taught us GD. She gave us food and alcohol. Okay, Rick. Rick's giving you his jail experiences. I got locked up on a reservation. And it took a week to transfer me. I would rather be locked up in hell. I can only imagine, bro. I can only imagine. So anyway, man, we've been here about 45 minutes, right? Got a good video coming out tomorrow. We talked a little bit about old Brittney, talked about politics. We talked about the Sea-Dog and Cooper Show podcast, New York, Brooklyn, Wednesday ice cream. Check out the Sea-Dog and Cooper Show podcast, man. For those of you that haven't, check that out, man. They got some good things going on over there. Love your channel, man. Love what you do. Big fan of your book. I'm trying to get it in audio. I just can't seem to find it or know what app to get to read it. You can buy it directly from me, but that audiobook's supposed to go up tomorrow. I got back in touch with my editor. Should have been up months ago. You can get it directly from me if you email us. Country, put the email on there for him, please. I charge $25 for the audiobook. The softcover books are coming in, man. When they do come in, appreciate it if everybody, man, support us, man. Support the channel. We're going to sell some books. You steal the chicken or food from the rest of us, yeah, you'll get quick, yeah. Well, things have changed, man. It used to be that way, man. They steal everything. Travis, man, we appreciate you. I appreciate everybody being on here. Listen, man, you know what tonight is. We did it live tonight. We got a good video coming out tomorrow. Working on a couple interviews. I think I'm going to interview the dude from the Department of Justice tomorrow. It's looking that way. We're going to talk a lot about Larry Hoover and why he deserves to get out of prison. We're going to talk about the good and the bad. I also wanted to talk about, you know what? Before we go, we're going to talk about Kabani Savage. Like I said, I had brought, I was going to do a recap on it. Then we brought Jeff on. Jeff's from Philly. We talked about it. Dude was a vicious dude, man. Make no mistakes about it. one of the most vicious. And some people have commented and said, you know what, man, it's part of the game. But for me, man, I think, elderly and kids are off limits, man. They're a no-go. I don't believe in that stuff, man. And for real, dude was a pretty intelligent dude, but he was also a dummy. Some people might get mad that I'm saying that. I mean, the things that he was saying in the cell, the things that he was yelling through the toilet, he was supposed to be street smart. He let them people take him out of there and put wires inside his cell, and he sealed his own fate. And the things that he said, he meant. He wasn't just mad and angry and just saying them. He meant that shit, man. And that was proven when they did what they did to that house. And them young souls were in there, man. So that shit's off limits. When I lost my train of thought earlier, I was talking about the world, right? We had a 12-year-old shot and killed, man, about 2 weeks ago in my city. 3 days ago, they were having a vigil for another person that was killed, and a 12-year-old girl and a 16-year-old girl were shot. It's out of here, man. Chad, you want your tray cake? Man, I used to eat that stuff, man, pour a little milk on that joint in the morning. Woo-wee. You ever had cake without frosting? Because that's what they give you over there. You ever have tacos without cheese? You get tacos without cheese, man. You get cake without frosting. You're just eating the cake, man. 100K coming soon. That's what's up, man. We appreciate it. It's not because of me. It's because of all of us, man. It's our channel, man. We work together. I appreciate everybody making donations tonight. I should have talked more about Kabani Savage because I wanted to recap that. I told you what I thought about Larry Hoover. Believe me when I tell you this. And maybe I'm wrong, but I doubt it. I just watched an interview Brittney did on the plane on the way home, and it was clear immediately Russian prisons don't hand out hormones. Hey, Chad, I will finish watching this video tomorrow, but I think that trade is messed up. It's not about that's the thing before we go. The trade is messed up, whatever, people are angry about it. But this is what the trade is, man. Sometimes you aren't the negotiator. They're like, yo, this is what we're going to do. This is what we're willing to give you. And this is what we want in return, right? So you could kind of consider like, well, this dude's an arms dealer and he's this and he's that. He spent a bunch of time. They got a bunch of time out of this cat. They sent some CIs at him, some confidential sources, got him in Thailand talking and all of that stuff. And these people are just like, yo, this is who we're willing to trade. So you want it or no? If not, we don't care. It doesn't change our day. Do you think Putin really cares about old Victor? He don't really probably give a shit about that dude, man. Does it really benefit him? No. But it was like saying, I'm going to give you $10 for 100, right? Arms dealer, basketball player who came in our country and what she have? Hashish oil or some bullshit? Like that's a petty ass crime, right? Like it's bullshit. It's nonsense. But, rules are rules. That's their country. I wouldn't even been over there. And I damn sure wouldn't be doing nothing that's even possibly considered. I wouldn't even jaywalk in Russia. I wouldn't be there in the first place. So sometimes you have to take what they're going to give you. And of course, they're using Paul as a bargaining chip. Maybe there is someone that they really want. And they're like, we're not giving Paul up for old Brittney. No, we're going to hang on to Paul. Paul's been over here for a while, 4 years. He's doing all right. But we want something big for Paul. And I think eventually that's going to be coming. It's too bad that it's taken this long. But I think Paul's going to get out of there. He's been there a long time. No doubt. Of course, man. I mean, if I was there, I'd be begging the president to get, please, Joe Biden, please. Of course. And so wouldn't everybody else on here. Yeah, they want a real spy for a fake spy. Well, that's how they deal, man. I mean, you're not dealing with law-abiding citizens over there. You're not dealing with like people with morals and good character. I mean, they grab someone up. They're like, yo, we're about to work this. This is what we're going to do. And, it shows that people can say, hey, it shows that we're weak, man, that we're willing to negotiate and willing to do this and willing to do that. And we are, man. I got a Crip homie in Pollock right now in the hole. You remember Mike Loke from Lee? I do remember Mike Loke. But I think I was with Mike Loke in USP Big Sandy first. And he was the big homie, right? They went and hit the kid up over there that owed him money, stabbed the shit out of him, man. If we're talking about the same Mike Loke. Jeremy, I'm happy about that. I mean, did he really get free? He spent, 14 years or 11 years, 14 years? Spent 14 years in jail. Did he really get off? Not really. That's a long time, man. You definitely wouldn't find me anyway. But anyway, man, listen, man. It's Christmas time. I'm going to post this kid's Cash App up, the kid with cancer. If anybody wants to help him, we posted it on here. But I'm going to post it on the community page again. I appreciate everybody. If you want to look out for the kid, look out for him. He's struggling, man. And you know what? He's got really bad news recently where since that video, it's over with, man. But he's got to keep praying, keep pushing, and keep spending days with his son and, you know, make some videos for him and stuff like that and enjoy Christmas and just pray, man. You know, I do believe in God, man. And man, just believe that there's really a God, man, and you're going somewhere better than this. But anyway, man, nothing but love and respect for everybody. Tonight, man, tell your son that you love him. I love my kids, man. I kiss them and I hug them. And they started learning how to headbutt, which ain't cool. They're headbutting each other. Like really like wham. I'm like, hey, don't do that. You know what I mean? But tonight, man, you're a mother, you're a father, you're a husband, you're a wife. Man, live your best life. But let your kids know that you love them, man, that you care about them. Give them a hug. Man, I love you, son. Tomorrow, man, there ain't no snow out here. I can't believe it, but go out there and throw a football with your son, man, if you're in this area. If you're in a different place, throw a baseball. Help them with their homework, man. That's what matters, man. Just, I love you, man. It's Christmas time, man. I appreciate everybody. We're working hard to get that 100,000. It wouldn't be possible without everybody, man. Blood on the Razor Wire TV. Catch that video tomorrow, man, and share it. I think you're going to enjoy it. With respect, until tomorrow, we're out of here.